Hi all, I'm here to show a tool I built in Excel to help automate the team creation in Wargames for the 29 bracket for Twinks. Basically the way this works is we'll have a sign-up sheet on SurveyMonkey. Everyone can sign up, and then this Excel tool will automate the team building to help expedite that process, since I've noticed it takes up to half an hour between games to get the games actually going because we're fooling around with teams. So if we go to the survey itself, whoops, wrong one, you can see I capture each player's data, battle tag, realm, guild, character name, class, and spec. This all gets fed into the Excel file, into the signups tab. In this case, I just have a bunch of test players with their battle tag, their guilds, character name, class, and spec. The user of this document would then take a quick attendance roll. There's probably a faster way to do this, but I just set it up so that if you put a 1, the person's here, and if not, then they are not here. So I'll just select a bunch of people like this. So we'll say all these people are here. We'd go back to the Wargames tab and click Update Attendance, and what would happen would be all those people that signed up would be added to the roster, and the roster would be the unique table with each individual player that's ever signed up at least once. And in this table would be tracking how many times they've signed up, how many times they've actually attended, their wins, their losses, and then they would be given an attendance score and a value score, and I'll go into the attendance and value score in a little bit. Once everyone has been added to the roster and attendance has been taken here, you can see we have a signed up and attended tab as well. Then we would click Make Teams, and your teams would be output right here. And as you can see, it's pretty much instant. The way the team building works is it prioritizes flag carriers, then healers, and then DPS, and the user can set the number of each they want per team. So in this case, you can see like Test 14 is a Guardian Druid, Test 21 is also a Guardian Druid, Test 3, 17, and 13, those are all healers, Mistweaver, Holy, and another Mistweaver. And the way this team builder works is it sorts each player by their class type. So we have healers, DPS, range DPS, and flag carriers. It then sorts you by your attendance score, which I mentioned earlier. Basically, people that attend more war games and are more frequent with their attendance will be prioritized in the selection. In addition, the value score will play a role in how the teams are structured. So even value scores will be distributed across both teams, so no one's getting stomped over and over. And then finally, the teams are sorted by class, so you don't end up with 9 Mistweavers on one team or something like that. Obviously, it's not perfect. I'm sure in practice we would need to do a little bit of copy and pasting here to make the teams perfect, but it would make things much faster. We'd have everyone's battle tag for team invites in one spot. The teams would be pre-made. Once the game's actually finished, it's really quite simple to record the wins here and here. I didn't actually set those up, but I'll do that right now. Do record 1 and record win 2. And let's say team 1 wins the first one, team 1 wins the second one, and then team 2 wins the third one out of 3 or something like that. You'll notice that the value scores over here changed. And basically what's happening is the wins and losses are being tracked in a table in the back end, and if we look at our roster, you can see the wins and losses get tallied for each player, and that is applied to their value score. And value score is kind of like arena rating, but the math behind it isn't as complex. It's just to make sure the teams are balanced, and over a long enough period of time, I think we'll get pretty reasonable reversions to the mean, where we get some players better than others, but the average team strength will be about equal. So that's the tool. If you have any interest in this, reply to this thread. Let me know. I am part of the Guild Departure Lounge, so hopefully we can help drive the 29 bracket with that guild with a lot of people in it. I know there's some other guilds that do as well, and hopefully we can get this going. All right, thanks.